Hello,
Welcome back to another wonderful episode of Meadowgate University.
I'm T.
And I am Kay, and it's been quite a while.
It has been. Now, I feel like from the listener perspective, we only really skipped like a week.
Oh yeah, good point.
But in our perspective, we recorded episodes before we left on our trip. We went on our trip. And
We put them, we scheduled them in advance.
yeah.
Except for the one from 2 weeks ago. That was our bad.
Yeah.
But we had planned to record when we landed. And don't underestimate jet lag.
Yeah, jet lag is a bitch.
To a certain listener who's a friend of ours, we're not old, okay? It's just jet lag is bad. Jet lag got us really bad. So prioritize rest at any point in your day, in your week. If you're feeling tired and you're able to, let yourself be tired.
Yeah.
Like UT, you're somebody who fights being tired.
I do.
And for what?
I want to be awake. I feel like I'm going to miss something.
But you see, that FOMO's what's gonna get you.
But I do miss things.
Like what?
A funny joke. Maybe the episode
Don't listen to T. Rest up. Taking breaks is okay. And thank you for being patient with us. You see, we took a break and nothing blew up. Nothing was on fire. People are still here listening.
That's true.
No bad emails.
That is true.
You see? On that note, you can email us and let us know what you think. If you were mad at us for taking vacation, it's tkandm@gmail.com. That is ITSTKANDM@gmail.com.
I will have you know, fellow listener, we went on a trip to Japan. Now, we live in New York. That was a 14-hour flight. We did that nonstop. I did not realize how bad jet lag was. I flew to Europe before, and that was a little bit of a thing. But flying to Japan from New York is a whole other thing.
The other side of the world.
It for me anyway, when we were flying there, I had school work to do with me. Thankfully, all my classes were online, so I woke up literally at 4:00 in the goddamn morning to take some fucking classes.
What a good student.
I'm trying really hard. And I was doing homework on the plane and I had no sleep. And when we landed, Kay and a friend of ours were just going buck wild in Tokyo. And I was
going buck wild.
Well, we were traveling around.
We landed at 5 a.m. We gotta do stuff. What are you talking about?
Well, I'm talking from my perspective here.
Yeah, but you know what, your perspective? You didn't say shit until that night.
Because I wanted everybody to have a good time.
Guys, here's the thing. He wanted everyone to have a good time. Yet, mind you, doesn't say shit that he's tired the whole day. At the end of the night, I'm getting dirty looks and mean glances. I don't want everyone to have a bad time. Meanwhile, I'm getting the stank face.
Yeah, because we're in the middle of a parko and everybody's looking at freaking Tupperware. I'm like, we have Tupperware at home. Why are we here?
Everyone, it's nice to be back. It was refreshing. We got some emails while we were away as well. It was so lovely to read them. As always, reach out, check in with us. If, you're out there driving a taxi in Scotland, if you're, getting jump scared by headphone glitches while you're listening to this podcast, if you're an OG fan from the NES days, just thank you for reaching out, letting us know what's up. We're back, we're ready, and we're pumped to continue doing this. And also our lovely 201, you and I have been yapping about some ideas.
We got some things in the chamber ready for y'all. It's gonna be good.
A bullet in the chamber?
Wow. Because Ocelot,
I think we're done with the intro.
All right, fine.
You want to do the meow again?
Wow. That's how he does it.
On to the pop quiz. There is no pop quiz this week.
There is no pop quiz?
Speaking of rest, all of you are off the hook this week, but best believe we'll be back. And T, next time we go on a trip and you have schoolwork and you're jet lagged, I'll be more considerate.
It is okay. I should have communicated better. I saw how much fun you guys were having and I didn't want to be the ball and chain going like, I want to go back. And I know that I communicated with my body unintentionally. It was unintentional.
I was getting the dirty looks. It was actually kind of funny, but that's I had a couple where I was like, enough, let's just go back. But it's okay. We can both commit to communicate better. Nothing bad happened. It was just more so like you were hitting your limit.
I technically stayed up for like 48 hours straight, and
Did you have fun?
Yeah. The first day, I remember things up until a point, and when I tell you, it felt like I was on a substance towards the end.
Like the Looney Tunes, like, doo.
Yeah, kind of like it was a mixture of that and like I felt like my body felt like it was floating. Like no, like sleep deprivation is not a joke.
Just you hear that, guys? Take care of yourselves. Rest up. We're happy to be back. But like T said, sleep deprivation is no joke. Take care of yourselves. We did. Thank you for still being here. I mean, it's only been 2 weeks, like you said, technically.
Yeah.
So, anyway, let's just go back. Let's get back into it, T. I think we got to get back into the flow of things.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little rusty.
Likewise. I do feel rusty. It almost feels like it's like our first time doing this again, which is kind of funny.
It's not the first time.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow, it's like our first podcast, guys. Be gentle.
Let's talk about Metal Gear Solid 4.
Okay.
Bye. Oh no, we'll see you in a minute.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
So T.
Yes, K.
We're back into Metal Gear Solid 4. Did you miss it?
I did. No, when we were taking notes for it, it was it felt almost nostalgic.
You were coming home. You're like,
yeah, like
you were nostalgic for this 21-year-old game.
That is like part of it is like nostalgia bait in and of itself. So it was like a nostalgia of a nostalgic game.
This sounds like one of those like Russian nesting dolls.
Yeah, like it just opens up. It's like a nostalgia doll that just opens up.
It did feel good. I felt honestly refreshed to get back into talking about it because as we've been saying, and if you can't already tell, Metal Gear Solid 4 is just dense. It's not even, I wouldn't even say it's complex. It's just heavy.
There's a lot. Especially like this episode. Like this is one of like the largest lore dumps in the entire game. Right here. And it's literally just Eva laying it down.
Yeah, that's literally what we're going to talk about today. And just kind of making sure everyone understands. And to that point, Eva, Big Mama, has this lore dump because, one, she knows who Snake is because she's his mother. It's revealed that Big Mama carried Snake in her womb and gave birth to him.
Man, she was such a simp for Big Boss, huh? Everybody loves Big Boss so much.
Oh, he's the greatest of all time.
He's the coolest.
He was the best guy around.
He's the best one to ever do it.
What murder? What murder? What terrible atrocities. In this conversation that you're having with Big Mama, it's to your point, T, of like love for him. Like is of course romantic love. I mean, she was the first. I don't know if she was the first volunteer. I can imagine other people.
Oh, women were lining down the block to carry Big Boss's baby.
Maybe
you know what I'm talking about?
Maybe some man who knows.
Some men do. Everybody lining down the block.
But not only did she have this romantic love for him, I think there is this kind of like idolatry, like religious kind of nature to the love that Big Boss is given.
Oh, 100%. Like, I mean, this whole conversation is set place in like a church, and there's images of like the Virgin Mary. There's I mean, even Snake says himself at one point during like Eva's monologue, he's like, sounds almost like a religion. Like, it's very obvious that there was some sort of like religious metaphor.
Yeah, it's beyond that of a cult. Because I feel like Big Boss, yes, he had a cult following, or allegedly.
Alleged cult.
Alleged cult. People don't agree with me, even though I'm right. It sounds misogynistic.
A little
People
bit.
disagreeing with me.
Yeah, a little bit.
But I think it was also this, like, Big Boss was like an idol for some people. Like, people placed him on this pedestal. He was this larger than life figure, and that's also too. Zero knew that.
Yeah, it was by design.
It was, but it was. They needed this figurehead, and Big Boss fit the bill.
Yeah. Like Big Boss was seen as like the coolest soldier to ever do it. And the way I understood it is Zero was the brain and Big Boss was the brawn. And at some point, Zero and Big Boss, there was a rift. We don't know what caused the rift. At least not yet. Anyway, there was a rift, and that small rift grew into like this giant chasm, and then they became bitter enemies.
The puppet is now, Zero basically had his own puppet.
Mm-hmm.
And I imagine he wasn't expecting this puppet to turn back or have a mind of his own. I think Zero thought he was the head honcho.
Yeah.
So Big Mama goes into this whole dialogue. She states that at present day, Liquid is in a war with Zero. And Zero is the founder of the Patriots.
What?
Yes.
Wow. Zero is the founder of the page. Like, I remember when 2 came out, like, people were like thinking of like insane things on like what the Patriots could be. Like there was like kind of sane stuff like, oh, it's just like a group of like shadowy businessmen in a smoke-filled room. And then it, like, one theory I heard where it was like a meta commentary of like video game makers in general, and they were like, well, technically there was like a pinball machine that was invented such and such years ago, and it was like 100 years ago. Like, the Patriots died 100 years ago.
So the Patriots were the original game makers of the first game ever.
In real life, like, people, it was like a meta thing.
That's some real tinfoil shit.
Yeah, it was but that's like to get on the level of where the fans were at on what the Patriots were.
And we're talking like 2004 when this game came out. People were hypothesizing.
People like I
before 2004.
Yeah, I've heard the most insane things about the Patriots, and it's funny to have it be revealed that the Patriots are literally your support team from 3.
Yes,
like,
every person from Metal Gear Solid 3.
Yeah, you have Zero, you have Sigint, Paramedic, then even Eva and Ocelot.
Ocelot. It just, okay, and they use the Philosopher's Legacy to
fund their silly little projects.
I mean, it's Ocelot is a weird addition to that, but like, even to you think about the end of 3 and like they kind of saw the inner workings of the government and how the president was operating, and their major, like, super cool friend, the boss, died.
And I guess they all collectively as a group saw that, and they were like,
let's make something worse.
Well, at the time they thought, hey, maybe we could do it better. Turns out, no, you can't.
No, you're right, because Eva says that their mission was to unite the world in memory of the boss. Okay, so you're right. I'm not giving them the credit that they originally had.
The intentions were there. It's just, I mean, like, it's like that phrase where it's like absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Ooh.
And this is just an example of that. Like, you got the whole world at your beck and call, and all of a sudden you think you run things and you're the only person who could understand what the world could possibly want for itself. And you get to a point where you're old and you should step down, and there should be a generation that should probably take the reins.
Are we still talking about Metal Gear?
Oh, I was talking about the Senate. I'm sorry. And you have like an old generation that doesn't want to let go, and they would rather put their trust in a machine to run things rather than to let it pass on to another generation.
Do you think Zero was corrupted by power, or do you think that he felt that he was the like how do I word this? Like the intention was to unite the world. So at what point did it shift? Do you think the team wasn't as strong in that vision? Do you think Zero was just or the team was corrupted by power and what they thought they were doing was right? Or were they just truly evil?
I don't know. You see, like, it's hard to believe that they were so evil because, like, you go back to 3 and you have like Major Zero being a goofball by talking to you about 007. You have Sigint talking about like, man, I don't want to come in that box. And then you have like paramedics' love for movies, and like it's hard for me to look at that group of people and be like they're evil, you know?
Yeah. That they did this whole project and made clones and you had Solid Snake fighting his whole life and all these other genome soldier, you know what I mean? All these other people who've suffered thanks to them.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know when the moment was, like the shift.
Yeah, because I mean, without a doubt, there is a shift that they do unspeakably evil things.
Let's think about this too. So in Eva's it's a very long monologue. It's a very long cutscene. So of course you have the intention, like let's unite the world in memory of the boss. Zero, like you said, T needed Big Boss to be the face, the muscle, and Zero was the brains behind it. And eventually some tension grew and Big Boss started to like kind of leave and do his own thing.
Yeah.
He was like, let me dip. I actually don't share the same vision as you. And at this point, with Big Boss leaving, Paramedic and Zero start the Les Enfants Terribles project.
Yes.
Which is, I think, very clearly evil.
Yes. Would you argue that that was the turning point when Big Boss left?
Man, you see, I think...
I mean, put your knowledge of future games aside.
Oh, difficult. I'll try.
I know. I'm thinking like in terms of like where we're at right now as a new player playing 4. It would be when Big Boss left, right?
I mean, I think the issue is like the secret government shit. So like you have these 5 people. Was it Eva, Big Boss, Zero, Paramedic, 6 people. You have the Patriots. These 6 people with trillions of dollars doing shit that no one knows about.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I think you fucked up already. Because why gotta be a secret?
That's true.
If shit was so like good and safe and you were about uniting the world, why does it have to be done in secrecy?
Do you think the boss would want to be publicly known?
The boss would not have done that.
The boss said I mean, I don't know if it's part of her cover from 3, but the boss said herself that she would use the philosopher's legacy to make the world one. And after Snake murked her, she gives it to him and she says, take this, keep it safe. It's our only hope. Ooh. So like, I believe that the boss would use the legacy for an end. But like,
I'm gonna need more time to think, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
Because she also, think about this though. She says that, but at that same point, she plays along with everything in order to kind of keep the status quo. If she would have done her own thing with the money, I mean, I guess maybe...
I mean...
It was nuclear, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like... The world would have literally blown up if she didn't go along with the plan.
Yeah, I need more time to think, because I don't know what she would have done. I think that's the biggest question of all.
And that's what Big Boss and Zero had, that huge schism. Like they had 2 different intentions of what the boss would have wanted.
So like at this point though, like we're talking about like Big Boss and Zero have this argument, and Eva's like, after the argument and Big Boss left, they started the Les Enfants Terribles project, which is using Big Boss's DNA to make clones. Mm. And at that point, at what point is that even a good idea? Like, you know what I mean? No matter where they started, you step back, what the fuck are we doing? You know what I mean? Like that's objectively evil.
Evil to who?
And
What is evil?
then the fact that Eva was still there and carried the twins. Eva, what if we lost the plot?
I mean, she was simping hard, man.
I guess they've hooked up, but I guess she couldn't get pregnant by him, so this was like, I guess, the closest thing she could have done. But like, Eva, stand up. Like, what are we come on. That hurts me. Like, her love for him was so strong.
Uh-huh.
I think it blinded, like, she's super smart and she's a great spy and she's so skilled, but this is something where I think, like, that idolatry, that love for Big Boss just kind of thing corroded any type of sense.
Yeah.
I mean, but to continue with this monologue, Eve carried the twins, so we know it's Liquid and
Solid.
and Solid. We find out that it wasn't her egg that was used, though, so she's kind of like a surrogate. The egg was from a healthy Japanese woman, so I guess
just some Dr. Clark's assistant who was paramedic. Now, I mean, there's many examples of like Kojima retconning, but this is like such an obvious like retcon that because like, first of all, that's not how it works. Like Snake would not have like blood from the east flows in your veins. He wouldn't have that.
Yeah, because he's a clone. There's something. If he is a strict clone, there would be no. The blood that's in him would be the blood from his from Big Boss.
That's literally. I mean, like, I know people are listening to me, and some people have met me in real life. Amazingly enough, but I am a white man. I am an Irish white man. If my mother was a surrogate mother who was Japanese, I have no goddamn right to say that I'm Japanese.
Yeah.
There's no, that I would sound insane.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, my surrogate mother was Japanese, but my DNA is from
Ireland.
Yeah, so because then you're not a clone.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I
So
mean?
like, imagine Snake doing like his 23andMe. He gets like whatever the hell Big Boss is made up of, and he's like, well, technically, I'm also part Japanese. And Otacon would be like, Snake, shut the fuck up.
Or Otacon would be into it because he's like a real weeb shit. So he's like,
yeah, he'd be kind of like, ooh, he's Japanese. Like my anime.
Terrible. And I think it's, to your point, it was to close that loop with that like line from Vulcan Raven.
Mm-hmm.
But it really makes no sense.
I don't know. I feel like that was one of the corrections that Kojima made that wasn't needed at all. Like, Vulcan could have just been wrong.
Vulcan, yeah.
Oh, Vulcan Raven. Sorry. Raven could have just been wrong.
Mm-hmm.
How about, like, hey, people can be wrong sometimes.
But isn't Solid Snake, don't they call him biracial?
You see,
in the first game?
Yeah, you see, that's where it originally, that's where the retcon happened, because before Snake was a clone.
He's biracial. Sorry.
He was a clone.
I think he was biracial.
He was a biracial person, which would make also Big Boss biracial. But
and Liquid biracial.
Oh yeah, Liquid.
No,
Liquid would be biracial as well.
Yeah, they all are biracials.
Yeah, but in making 3 and making Snake firmly a white dude. But then again, we're never told of Big Boss's background.
Maybe he is biracial.
He could have been.
Everyone's biracial, bisexual.
Man, the bis are going wild.
The bis are going wild.
Well, look, this is just a long-winded excuse of me saying this did not have to be there.
Yeah.
You know, this was not needed.
That was Kojima, like you said, closing this loop.
Yeah, and I don't know. Anyway, it's a long-winded thing.
I think at the root of it, the bis are going crazy.
Yeah, the bis are going crazy.
But in that light of going crazy, Big Boss, having found out that he was being cloned, said, "I'm done," and like they were beefing before.
Now it's even worse.
Yeah, but he's like, I'm good. Enjoy. And he dipped.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he did his own thing and his own specific war crimes elsewhere. Kind of scary to think, though. You have like Zero and Paramedic and like the Patriots on one end, and then you have Big Boss doing his shit, and then just like regular governments. Like it's a lot of evil existing in this world,
Yeah.
just operating all independently. It's
It kind of puts into perspective how tiny the governments of the world actually are in the world of Metal Gear.
I mean, if you think about Metal Gear 2, they were super scared of Big Boss.
I mean, Big Boss.
No, I think about Oil X. I
Yeah.
keep calling it Oil 9.
Yo, I thought it was Oil 9 for like my whole life.
Oil X. But like they were shook with Oil X, and he was just some random guy.
I mean, he was Big Boss. Almost like had it. In Metal Gear 2. Big Boss was like 99% to total victory.
If it wasn't for
our boy,
our little biracial king, Solid Snake. But it's like you said, it's weird to think just how much power they each had, and even to this day we see they're all dead, but the Patriots.
It's just the echoes
Mhm.
because like Big Boss is gone, and Zero and Donald Anderson, Dr. Clark, they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't think we got into that yet, but they are
Oh
gone.
no, we're gonna talk about her in just a second. That bitch.
But and everything is controlled by AI because Zero couldn't fathom seceding power. And the echoes are still there. Like it's just like this thing that just won't stop. With people who are gone, like it's over.
Think about it's beyond ego, but I think that's probably the biggest evil. You think you are the sole person able to change and make something better. That's not how things work. Like if you don't exist, we don't exist. Like we're not solitary beings.
Mhm.
We exist where like who we are is based on our experiences and who we interact with, and so for like Zero to be like, I am the only one who knows what's gonna make the world whole and united. Like you, that was already, I think,
Yeah, it's a red flag.
that was already, I think, just the biggest red flag out there. Thinking of Dr. Clark though, I think we didn't really. I guess real quick we can talk about like Big Mama Eva. After all the events, Big Mama did her own thing, and
She teamed up with Ocelot in order to free Big Boss, who has been imprisoned by Zero after the events of Metal Gear 2.
mm-hmm.
So Eva and Ocelot, they're their own splinter. Then you have Zero, Dr. Clark, and Sigint. Sigint eventually became the DARPA chief from Metal Gear Solid 1. And Ocelot literally tortured him to death. And it's kind of fun to think in that light because in Metal Gear Solid 1, it's painted as, oh, Ocelot messed up. He didn't think that the DARPA chief would die.
Mm-hmm.
Cut 2,
They have history.
they had beef, and Ocelot literally did it on purpose.
You're like, oh. Mm.
I like stuff like that, where like you go back to playing Metal Gear Solid 1, and you're like, oh no, this was done on purpose.
There's this history, like on its face. You're like, oh wow, that's like it's crazy enough.
And I don't know, it's one of those things where I wish there was like a cutscene where you could be like, well, we meet again, Donald.
Like a cutscene, like maybe after, like a post.
Like press the circle button repeatedly, and then he tells that to Donald. I don't know.
That'd be kind of cute. What else? So then we have Paramedic,
who did completely ethical experiments to Frank Yeager's body.
completely ethical.
Yeah, very voluntary, completely ethical and voluntary experiments that Frank consented to.
It's the opposite of being a paramedic. She did the opposite.
Yeah, I mean, real talk, like evil stuff. Like she is it's crazy to think that someone who was as likable in 3 what is capable of doing like some of the most dark stuff.
And again, to what point? You know what I mean? At what point is it, does she think she's doing it for the greater good? Does she think that this is a means to an end? But it's never on herself. It's on other unsuspecting people and soldiers. Like, at what point did you, like, you don't look at what you're doing and you're like, I'm bugging. I'm going a little too far.
Yeah.
I make clones who can't reproduce. I have this guy who was dead and he's not dead, but he thinks he's dead and he's mentally unstable.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't excuse the cloning. Like the clone,
I
like
can excuse the cloning.
I said I don't excuse.
I know.
But I could hear the argument of like, oh well, she's just doing genetic research to make the super soldier. Okay. But then like she opens up like the back room and then she has like this dude who's a zombie. He probably just wants to die and she just poke and prod him until he jams himself into like an exosuit and gives him a katana. And she's just like, just
how about we give him a sword?
Yeah, just give this dude a sword. Why not? Like, it's so bizarre.
Yeah, I'm glad we find out officially what happens, and like again, this is the game to tie up all the loose ends.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree with you. It's like a sad end to like the funny little kooky group from Metal Gear Solid 3. Everyone just really
they fell off, man.
What is it called? Like you either die a hero
or you live yourself to become the villain.
Live long enough to
live long enough to yeah. what you said.
But I feel like that's really what it is. Zero and Dr. Clark and Sigyn, like you were saying, basically they never wanted to lose power or control again. Like the split with Big Boss and that loss of that kind of that cult of personality that they had. They're like, you know what? Even when we die, it's over. Like you were saying, they got the AI going with the internet. They found a way to continue their own belief of what was going to make the world great, good. I don't know, but at this point, whatever it is, it's governing the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
It's completely taken over. Eva, she feels that both Big Boss and Zero misunderstood the boss's will.
I mean, you would hope that they did, because like what would the boss have wanted?
Not this. Like literally nothing that's happening is. I mean, they're all united, but it's in a good way. No, like they're all under the control and grasp of
like this AI machine that wants people to just kill each other
like
all over the world.
Yeah, it's not like war is canceling out at all. It's just it's happening everywhere.
Yeah, it's more systematic,
and maybe it's more normalized.
But damn, that sucks.
So, as we know, with the dissolvement
of the Patriots,
or well, I was gonna say that the dissolution, if that's how you pronounce it.
The
dissolution of after Zero and Big Boss's friendship. Zero, kept watch with the Patriots, and Big Boss, as we know, was getting his ass beat by his not son clone, Solid Snake.
Yes.
Okay. Right? So Snake defeated Big Boss. We know that.
Twice.
Yeah. Definitely twice. Zero got Big Boss's body after it was like lit on fire with the spray can.
The spray can and the lighter.
And Zero got his body and kept Big Boss and kept him alive. For what?
Because it was his friend.
You don't think he was just like punching the like burnt carcass?
I think, I mean, Eva touched on it. That she thought that Zero viewed Big Boss as not only like a messiah figure, but as like a friend.
A friend?
Yeah. After all this time. And I think
the whole time?
The whole time. I feel that Zero had, at the end of the day, a form of like love and respect for Big Boss. And since Zero was in a weird, kooky part of his life, I think that form of respect and love formed into keeping him in a coma and using his body to fuel his madness
I
machine.
mean, think about this. I mean, we don't all have enemies. Some of us maybe do, or people we don't like. But you never want to see someone you hate like hurt.
Yeah.
Like, even the person that like you like the least, you don't want to see them like just like comatose. Like you don't care. Oh,
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that. Yeah.
most people
Most
don't want
people,
to
yeah.
see. You
I'm,
don't.
I'm making a joke. I'm making a joke.
Are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
But after everything, all these years and the pain and the love and everything all mixed together, and then you come to a point you see the person who was once your enemy but also once your friend, and they're just burnt to a crisp, but they're alive, and you're there, and you're like,
And you could save him.
and you could save them, and it's like all those emotions built up and boiling up. It's like, I don't know. It's what do you do in that scenario? Like, is the anger really worth it? And it's like, sadly, too, you think about like maybe you had a bad relationship with a friend or a family member and then they pass away. And you're like, damn, if I would have just had one more day, or if I would have known,
Mhm.
I would have did this or fixed the relationship, or
Do something differently.
I think it's that mentality. I think he saw that burnt carcass of a man and was like, oh, my friend,
Yeah.
what have we done to
My
each other?
boy.
What
have they done to you, my boy?
like what have we done to each other? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it was that mentality where he got him up, he took his body, and then not even took his body, in some kind of like weird mourning state. Zero drifted away from all the Patriot stuff with the Big Boss body and kind of let the AI do the work.
Yeah.
So
I mean, at that point in time, I mean, Eva and Ocelot kind of, I guess they were on Big Boss's side, so to speak. And Zero just didn't trust anybody. He just wanted to be left alone, I suppose, leaving just the AIs to do everything. But then Donald Anderson was still alive, and so was Paramedic up until a point.
I think seeing his friend close to death, his old friend close to death, I think just changed everything. It kind of like, maybe snapped him awake, or it made him realize like, what are we doing? What's the point of everything?
Yeah.
And then the other guys, Sigyn and Paramedic, like they were just kind of going through the motions of, you had your own routine. He left, but I've been doing this for years. I'm gonna stop now.
I guess he was just like, yeah, you guys got it.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just sad and alone now.
Yeah. Well, you did it to yourself, Zero. Oh, yeah. During the end of Metal Gear 2, when Zero took back Big Boss's body, they also brought back Frank Yeager's body.
Yay!
And
he's okay, right?
No.
This is Metal Gear Solid.
No, but he's not good.
Talk about Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, he became the cyborg ninja. That's how he became the way he was. And Dr. Clark did her magic, and an interesting thing is that Eva and Ocelot recruited Naomi to get close to Dr. Clark, to get Frank to kill Dr. Clark.
So even Ocelot used Naomi, and Naomi, of course, they knew was related to Frank Yeager, and they kind of manipulated that.
Yeah, they were just like, "Hey, you want to free your brother, right? It'd be kind of cool if you went in there and busted your brother out, and then in the process, killed the person that was responsible of doing this."
So Eva's not sounding very sympathetic as well.
I feel like
what is she? She's kind of doing what Zero's doing, following wherever Big Boss is.
Yeah, I mean, like Eva's doing. Eva is playing the same game that Big Boss and Zero are. It's just that she's doing it on a smaller scale.
What do you mean?
Well, like, I mean, Big Boss and Zero are doing like world event type of stuff, and then Eva is like manipulating Naomi to bust her brother out.
Mm.
Like, she's still a manipulator, you know?
Yeah, she's not as. Yeah, I think her goals aren't as large as Big Boss and Zero's were.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think her goal is just busting Big Boss out, and that's all she really cares about.
True.
And Big Boss wants whatever he wants, along with Zero.
I mean, as Eva is telling this history and the story, I mean, she's kind of going through all the years and summing it up. But we're hearing that, like, you know, Sigint, of course, we know dies. Paramedic dies. We know Big Boss is hurt, and Zero is somewhere. So like you have basically the two people on top now are Eva and Ocelot trying to navigate like their own goals.
Mhm.
And right now their main goal, like you said, is to find Big Boss. And I can imagine having Sigint be murdered and Paramedic be murdered, I could imagine Zero's next on their list. So we're ranting, but this is really how long this monologue feels.
Yeah, Eva literally says at one point that this happened about 40 years ago. So we're talking 40 years worth of lore dump.
That Old Snake has to get caught up on. Okay, so anyway, long story short, Big Boss was idolized. Everyone kind of fell when he left. Right. Okay. Zero had the body of Big Boss, Eva, and Ocelot were like, no, we want it. And then
They managed to finagle their way of obtaining it.
yeah, so essentially, before they obtain the body, what happens is that Ocelot, while I guess his his alliances before were shifty, but now he's no longer even really Ocelot. Ever since he got his soul consumed by Liquid, he's not this weird, not even a hybrid, he's Liquid.
Yeah.
So like the Ocelot she knew is no longer. And, she's like, we were working together to get Big Boss's body, but now I'm scared because if Liquid, not Ocelot, gets Big Boss's body, what is he gonna do with it? So she's like, I need to get his body now. It's no longer a pair. I'm going solo. I'm riding solo. And so she's like, you know what? I need to call for some help. Who's left in the main cast?
Raiden.
Wild.
Wow.
Random. Let me call Raiden. And with Raiden's help, I mean, we saw how kick-ass he was.
Yeah, boy did it.
He's cyborg.
I mean, I think this was before the cyborg.
So imagine how he is now with enhancements.
Mm-hmm.
So he got the body. Eva is in possession of the body.
Oh, wait, no, I think it was with the enhancement. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
It was
Raiden got the body.
Raiden got the body. And he gave it to Big Mama, and she's very lucky Raiden in turn. I mean, I guess Raiden doesn't really care for Big Boss. Who is Big Boss in his life?
Yeah, he's just a guy.
He's his grandpa.
And grand uncle? Who is?
The Funkle.
The Funkle.
So anyway, Big Mama has Big Boss's body, and we know this because she's like, yo, let's go over here to the back. And Old Snake, no self-preservation whatsoever. He goes in the back with her. And she opens a van. He could have just got kidnapped, raided in there.
He could have. It's like, hey, you want to step into this van, Snake? Yeah, okay.
He goes to the back. She opens the van, and you have this like body bag of this like skeleton-looking person, and the person's like conscious but not really. At one point,
Yeah.
like they move. And
They jerk when they see Snake. Like they're, I don't know the level of conscious that this thing has, but they're alive.
Yeah, and it's a skeleton. It looks like a skeleton in the bag.
It does.
It looks spooky, and that's Big Boss apparently. Yay!
Yay!
In the back of his van.
A celebration.
Ooh. Okay. So the game's over.
I mean, not yet.
Why? We found Big Boss.
Well, we got to get him back. Like, okay, it's not enough to find him. We got to make sure that Liquid doesn't get Big Boss.
Oh, so what do we do now?
Okay, so Otacon radios into Snake to say that Naomi just disappeared.
Oh, great timing.
I know, it's amazing. While it's bad that like she's gone, because like she could be returning to Ocelot. Who knows where she could be going?
Oh yeah, we don't really know where her allegiance lies.
Um, Raiden at the very least is getting the help that he needs with the help of like Dr. Badnar, which is a whole other
Oh my god, I forgot about Raiden still healing. It's been
Yeah, he got messed up.
I forgot. I mean, we haven't been talking about Metal Gear for like a month. So like I forgot last thing we heard Raiden was
no bueno.
No bueno. Dr. Madnar.
What about and then like I just wish we got the chance to see him.
Yeah, spoilers. We don't see him in the game.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, sorry. So Naomi's gone. Where is she?
Mystery.
Oh no, I hope nothing else happens while we're talking about this.
Well, funny that you mentioned that. A man in a trench coat is seen in the background, and Eva's like little guards confront this guy in the trench coat. Turns out it's not a guy in a trench coat. It's like the dwarf gecko, like the spheres with the arms attached.
Mm-hmm.
They're like filling up the trench coat like it's like some sort of like weird sketch.
Okay.
Well, anyway, Eva takes it out, but now they're discovered. So now they gotta move, and they gotta move with the body.
Oh my god! And it's never. It's gonna be a whole big thing because I'm pretty sure they know it's Big Boss.
Yeah, and Liquid wants this thing bad.
So he's gonna send everybody.
Everything he's got.
And now we're doing a chase sequence.
Yes. Her soldiers, Big Mama's soldiers rather, they're all gearing up. They're all making sure that Big Boss is going to get out of there safe and sound. It's going to be a very smooth operation. It's going to be great. All in the while, Eva's like talking to Snake about like how like this culture of violence that is in the world, and how kids are brought up playing like these violent games, and then they reenact these games in real life with real guns.
It was a little on the nose moment, I would say, because it's obviously a commentary to all of us playing this. Because she's saying it's a bad thing. People are playing these war games, and it's fun, and then it gets normalized, and then war becomes a part of everyday life. Mind you, we're playing a war game, and we have been this whole series. But I think this is like Kojima saying, like, this is not good.
Yeah,
like you're having fun, but like the story isn't fun.
Yeah, I think, I mean, it's funny to point it back to Metal Gear because it is in and of itself a war game. But in the time that this was released, the biggest thing on the planet was Call of Duty and Battlefield, which oddly enough is still like the biggest things. In that slice of time, you have these games that are centered in like this American mindset that is like very like pro like Middle East conflict, pro militarization. Pro militarization across the globe. What can go wrong?
I mean, think about this, and T, you and I remember this clearly when Call of Duty. Oh, what game was it? It was a Call of Duty game.
3.
You see, you already know where I'm going.
Oh yeah.
So Call of Duty 3, when it came out back in the day, for all you youngins listening, games would drop at midnight, and you'd light up outside of GameStop and go, and it'd be kind of a cute little party.
It was kind of fun. It was like a social event.
Yeah, you would go wait online and get the game at GameStop at midnight. But what they did for Call of Duty 3 was that at these midnight drops or game releases, you'd have army recruiters.
No, I'll never forget.
Outside.
Outside of GameStop, there was army recruiters with a freaking Humvee passing out brochures to the kids that were waiting outside of GameStop to get Call of Duty 3. And I was like, this is like so crazy.
No, like you talk about like moments that made you woke. Like that was me.
No, that was a moment to me where I was like, the military industrial complex is insane and it's gotta go. Like I was like that we're being bred. We're being bred. Like I was like so self-aware at that moment in time.
Because it's there's no way to argue against it. Oh, you like this war military game? How about you do it in real life? and it's fun. It's a part. Everyone's there happy and you know what I mean.
Why go to Iraq for pretend when you can go to Iraq for real? Like,
And like like I think it lessens the severity of it because things like that. If you're gonna join the military, if you're gonna be a part of this, you should know what you're getting into. It should be like when we talk about my job, an informed choice. You cannot make a choice unless you know exactly what it means. And playing Call of
oh
Duty
my
and
god,
signing up for war, that's not an informed
you
choice.
you know, like I don't know anybody personally, but I can guarantee you, and to any former veterans that may or may not be listening to this, I want to know.
It's tknm@gmail.com.
Yes, I am willing to bet. I'm willing to bet that there was at least one guy that signed up to the military because he played a lot of Call of Duty and thought it would be fun. I guarantee you there's at least one guy that was dumb enough to join for that reason.
I mean, but forgive me. Is it dumb though? Or if it's
It-
what he was taught?
No,
like they were taught.
it's not dumb to them because it's all they knew, and that's the thing. But like what makes it dumb is like there is so much more to
Yeah.
being a soldier than your kill death ratio. First of all, you don't have a kill death ratio. You get a kill ratio, and you get one death, and that's it. Like,
Fair point. Fair point. I mean, it's just funny that like till this day I'll see stuff online and YouTube videos and they'll say like Metal Gear is not an anti-war game. And it most surely is. And Metal Gear Solid 4, like it's telling you to your face. And you can say whatever you want. Oh, Kojima changed in between games. He's the creator, and he's telling you right now, this is not something to be glorified.
or celebrated.
Yeah, it's in Metal Gear Solid 4, war has become a part of everyday life and it's normalized, and look at where we're at. You know what I mean? So
So
anyway, on to the chase sequence.
yes. Well, remember when I said that like Liquid is most likely sending everything he's got at this van?
Oh, he is.
Yeah. I have never seen so many soldiers, so many RVs, so many gecko. So he sent the frogs after you.
I mean, this is what he wanted.
Yeah,
He
but
needed big boss for the SOP system.
but like the amount of force he sent after these group of people was insane. It like
If you're gonna do it,
yeah, you might as well go all out, I guess.
what's funny is that like talking about the Force, this is mirroring Naked Snake and Eva at the end of Metal Gear Solid 3, where like the last remaining bit of Volgan and
Oh,
his
yeah.
army. Like it's the same. I think the same level of severity.
Yeah, I mean, because like Eva's riding her trusty bike, and Snake is riding instead of a cute little sidecar. Snake is riding behind her,
Mhm.
but it's the same dynamic, and even Eva is kind of getting sentimental, and she's like, "Call me Eva," while they're getting ready to go.
I mean, this is her thing. Like she's on her bike.
Yeah,
Like, this is her bike. She only gets off her bike when she falls in love,
falls dead.
and like she's alive, and it's a pretty cool chase sequence.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's I mean it in a good way. It's very arcadey. Like it reminds me of like House of the Dead, where you're just rushed from one location to the next, and you just sent to
Just
shoot
yeah.
a couple of enemies before you're whisked off to the next location.
Mm-hmm.
Well, during this sequence, Raging Raven comes up, and you're chased by her now. Everything Liquid's got is being thrown at these guys, and they manage to move close enough to the van and to Snake and Eva that they shoot a missile
Oh no!
that makes the van careen into like this bell tower or something, and Snake and Eva tumble after them. And much like 3, Eva lands on like a fence and it pierces her stomach in like the same location.
Okay, Kojima, echoes of the past. All right. And
What are the odds?
I'll say it again too. Back then, I was surprised it didn't like pierce her in a way that would prevent her from getting pregnant. And I guess she's getting pierced again in the same spot, just that old wound. Okay.
I would like laugh like if I was her. I'd be. I mean, obviously you're in pain, but like you'd look down and you're like, "Are you again?"
Well, you know
Really?
what? Also, you're gonna laugh at her, like being just kind of dazed and confused, and seeing old Snake like kind of try to protect her and get her up, and she's seeing naked Snake in her like clouded vision, like.
Eva, I need you.
Oh, is that you? Snake. Mother's work is never done.
Girl, stand up. Literally.
No, please stand up. It's so sad because like she's like old Snake is there and he's like, Eva, I need you, like get up, like you know all this stuff like that, and she's like, is it you? Like she's totally kind of out of it, and you can just tell she loves Big Boss. Or like it's so sad. Like you.
Would you? I mean, there's nothing to say that this is true or not, but would you think that that's like a theory for like saying that was like the best time in Eva's life, so to speak?
Aw.
Like Operation Snake Eater was like peak for Eva.
I mean, that's when she fell in love with the legend.
True. Oh, do you think that that's exactly when she fell in love with the legend?
I think so. Yeah, like it's kind of like you know your first love, your first kiss. Like that's the first time she met him, and of course, I think her love for him only intensified as things went on, and she was pining after him and whatnot. But like they worked together. She saw everything that he was about and learned him in and out, and saw his like strength and fortitude and dedication. And yeah, I think that was just like she spent her whole life working with him and then working against him and then looking for him. And so basically at the root of it, it's him.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
him.
Well, it's not him. It's Snake.
Oh yeah.
Sorry to burst her bubble.
He's trying to get her to get up.
Yeah, and once she realizes that, she's like, "Well, mother's work is never done, I guess." And she gets up, and it's discovered that the guys in the van, no,
So
they didn't
where's
make it.
So where's Big Boss?
Apparently Big Boss was with a secret van that we had no knowledge of.
Oh, okay. So we don't know if he's safe or not yet.
He's probably safe because like we were like a distraction, so to speak.
'Cause everyone was coming after us.
Yeah.
Okay. Whew.
But we got to take care of this Raging Raven problem.
And Eva's hurt.
And Eva's hurt. So Snake has a lot on his plate. He's getting too old for this.
Yeah. And we're gonna end it here.
What an episode. 40 years worth of lore.
And I feel like we could have really went a little bit more in depth with it too, honestly.
Yeah, it's just that it's so much and it's so dense. And I feel like I think there's only like one other moment in this whole game where the lore is cut this deep.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's actually the longer one, but this is like a close number 2.
We're deep within the game. It's getting to a head. I mean, we saw Big Boss, so it's getting to a point. And I think we're gonna we're gonna learn a lot more about this series, a lot more about where certain characters are headed. But as of right now, what an eye-opening experience into understanding just Eva's life. Like every other character in this game, they're kind of older and they're just still in it. It never ends. This war, this pain, it persists, and it's a shame.
Yeah.
No one is dying peacefully, happily. Even Old Snake, he's young and old, but he's still out here.
everybody could just like hang back and like have a mojito or something. Like it's not it should not have to be like this.
It should not. I'm gonna read a fan fiction, just an alternate universe where everyone's chilling. I think I need that in my life right now.
That'd be nice.
I need some Metal Gear Solid fan fiction in my life.
Snake and Otacon open up a cafe together.
You know what? That's how I'm gonna end my night tonight. Too.
All right.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We are so happy to be back and just talking to all of you and talking about Metal Gear. T, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for just taking these notes and getting us back into it.
Yeah. It's funny doing an episode again, doing episodes like our 101 series, but I'm feeling energized, and I'm feeling good to pursue whatever happens to Snake next.
We'll be on it in 2 weeks' time. Everyone, thanks for listening. As always, email us for any questions, comments, concerns, well wishes, nice words at itstkandm@gmail.com. That is itstkandm@gmail.com. See you in 2 weeks.
Bye, guys.
Bye.